I'm in the zone. If you always ready, you ain't gotta get ready. We in the zone. Great man said that. Great man said that. I hear they asking what time is it? Well, it's game time. I ain't shooting no shots, I'ma bang mine. Talking about 3 deep on the baseline. Everybody just be looking at the hang time. Off the hook, bro, I'm the Sandman. Up the bat, you can really hear the fans chant. Watch the pitch, bout to split like Van Damme. Ain't for the fence, cause I'm going for the grand slam. I can't settle for less, cause people owe me.
About to start I'm about to start. Yo, they probably be like, who is this nigga?
I sent him a thing the other day where they was saying Meg Thee Stallion run like DK Metcalf.
Oh,
bro, I was
dog.
That was hilarious.
Nah, yo, dog. No,
KG video.
Dog.
Bro, I was in fucking tears.
Nah, I told Dave, why can't you sound like he was trying to like have a mic issue, yo? Yo, watch the video. He sound like he did.
What's he saying?
But ain't stop. Like smoothly said it and just. I'm like, I needed to see Larry's reaction after. Like, ain't no way Larry answered that question. Like,
Nah, that was a cut. That had to be.
It had to be, yo.
That had to be a cut moment.
Bitch, and it compares to Colin. I'm like, what?
Yo.
I didn't fail that man.
Yo, ask Dave, bro. I was in his room crying, bro.
I was in tears, yo.
Someone said that to me. I say, yeah, I know you fucking lying. I say, yo, I know you fucking lying. Ain't no way.
Especially on live TV.
Ain't no way, dog.
I'm saying, like, yo.
Oh, he said, what NFL coolest?
What was this? What? Yo, I know niggas don't come this dumb, bro.
They do, bro.
Nah, but you really got to see that Meg shit. She really do run like DK.
Yo, you didn't see that video?
Bad, dog.
God.
Yo, it's bad, bro.
Running?
The video,
Yeah, she was on the stage with Cardi or something?
Nah.
She was
it was
bad.
with Cardi though. It was with Cardi though.
Yeah.
It was with Cardi. They went for the charges. Cardi tapping his dummy, bro. Dog. Dog.
What the fuck was he? That pussy just tried to keep going, dog. She really just kept going, dog.
And what they say, if you fuck up, just keep going.
It make it funny because he started that shit off with "Here we go," and then just put the word up, yo.
I think it was
No, that's why you say here
he
he
was
go.
so confident to read
No,
that.
that's why he said here he go, because he knew there was a word he couldn't fucking pronounce.
Oh, ain't no way you was that confident to fuck a word up.
If there was any day I needed like Charles Barkley, Shaq, and all that here, bro, it was dead.
With them, that shit was hilarious.
Shaq would have Nah, KG would have fought Shaq.
Shaq would have been crying. Shaq would have been crying.
Yo, there's one thing about Shaq that he can't control is his laugh. He be trying to be composed, but Shaq really be crying up there. And Kenny don't make it no better. Kenny be like, "Whoa, repeat that." Kenny be like, "What did he say, Chuck?"
They really the greatest.
Son, I'm gonna be pissed when Draymond gonna have some big shoes to fill, because I think that's gonna be Charles' replacement. But
He gonna fit right in though.
he is.
He is gonna fit in.
Nah,
he ain't
nah.
gonna
He
be
not gonna be
Chuck.
as funny.
Nah.
It's crazy because Shaq funny, but the combination of him and Charles Barkley make that
It's
show.
me and you, nigga.
Oh.
It's either we good or we bad, nigga.
I'm telling you, it'd be Ernie, because Ernie pick and choose
Ernie
when he want to
is
stop
Ernie.
it and when he just gonna let them be. Like,
Ernie is the perfect host for that shit. Ernie is the perfect host. He be drippy crazy.
Facts.
Crazy.
Facts.
Remember, I was just watching that. Remember when Charles was talking about the big bitches in San Antonio eating
That's my
churros,
favorite.
bro? He said,
What are you doing?
he said, oh, little churros.
then he was like, "How you drink the soda?" I'm like, yo.
Yo, I'm not doing this with
Yo,
you.
them niggas hilarious, dog.
He said the big women out there, they love him to churros.
He said Victoria ain't a secret.
Them niggas really hilarious. I ain't gonna lie to me, yo, them niggas hilarious, but who the most underrated funny motherfucker on that show was Ernie, dog. Ernie be funny as hell on the low.
Could you imagine Chan being on that show?
He could be.
Could you imagine? No, they get canceled. They get
They
canceled.
could be.
They get canceled. I mean, I don't know what segment they gonna get through
Because
fucking
you
with
can't, like,
Channing.
literally, everything gonna go back to sex, and you can tell it's like Channing.
No, Channing is just
crazy,
a
dog.
no, Channing
did
is
you
just
watch
a
his one
fucking
with,
clown. Amari Howard or with Caitlyn Jenner?
Was
I
it
didn't
Amari
watch
Harvey?
it.
It was Amari Harvey.
I didn't watch. I watched the clips. I didn't watch it fully yet.
Dog.
I know he was wild.
Dog.
I know he said
When
he
Channing
raped
get
my
into
wife,
sex with
and-
Amari Hardwick, yo, that shit got like left. Like Channing was just wild.
It's Channing,
No,
bro.
that's towards the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm like in the middle right
It's
now. I'm watching
Channing
it
for you,
early.
bro. Channing is a grade A clown. And nobody can
really
say
is,
nothing
bro.
to him because his wife bad as fuck.
Really is. That nigga.
Channing is a clown. I'll be like, bro. Ryan just be like, here we go. Ryan just be like, here we go, here you go. He acts. Oh, y'all watch the Kayla one?
Nah.
Nah, I ain't watched that shit yet.
Bruh.
I know that shit gonna be funny though.
Bruh. So he talking to Kaylin, right? He like, you got somebody? He like, nah. But then he look at Kaylin assistant like, y'all fucking? Yo, this girl like, nah, I like dick. Like the big con. I'm like, oh my God, yo.
Them
Yo.
niggas is funny, dog.
Son.
I ain't gonna lie, like I be trying to. I watch some episodes of I Am Athlete. I don't watch it nearly as much since they split though. I watch most of the Pivot episodes though.
I was just telling him, like, I don't know if I like Shady or, like, I have a
Yo,
love
like,
relationship with
crazy.
Shady, bro.
I've
Like,
been
he be,
trying, like-
he was nice, but he be talking like he him. Like, sometimes I just be like, pump me.
Shady was him.
No.
It's prom. Shady was him in his prom.
He was top 5. He wasn't 1. He talked like he
That
was
rotated
him.
here with running back.
Yeah, but he also went and, I mean, we could go down the list of who he is in the league with.
Yeah, he's a league front boy.
I'm saying. Start the podcast.
Funky man.
He get knocked up.
No,
Yeah, he did. But
Then
now
he fought
just-
again,
he just
right?
won it. He just won his
He fought again and he won.
You fought again?
Yeah.
He taking that shit serious.
Who you fought?
Some.
Yeah, just press play.
Oh, that one.
8 minutes.
Just can't let competition
Oh,
go.
this is 8 minutes?
Yeah, we're 8
Oh,
minutes
shit.
in.
Oh, we started?
Yeah, bro, what we talking about?
Yeah, you
Oh shit.
Oh.
I guess that clip out.
That's the.
I'm mad at that part of
That's
it.
the fuckery.
But
Oh, wait, you got the TNT shit in there?
I started with Megan. I got the churros, I got Megan, I got all that.
I put the
niggas got the KG shit.
Yes, I got the KD shit.
Nah, what you say the girl said on Facebook about Meg?
Bro, hurry up and drink your water, dog. Hurry up.
What?
She said that ankle look like it's working mighty fine.
Yo, people get childish as hell.
Super childish.
Oh, we be calling her Megatron, like.
Sure, no, it's the video of her running. And all you hear is like Kentucky Derby horses. I'm done. Don't put that up. Don't put that up. Don't put that up. Don't put that up.
Why people go at her like that?
Oh,
You
son,
know I'm putting this out, bro. What are you
because they know she lying. Meg, we love you.
That's a topic in its own.
What is the topic of this one?
Lying? Was she lying?
Was
We
it
gotta
here
wait.
after the
We
fact?
gotta wait for the verdict, man.
We can throw out, you know, what we think.
I know an old positive Tory. You know that. You know that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah.
San Antonio.
You talking about the finals? Alright, y'all ready, man? Ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Nigga, your eyes watering. You talking about me. Yo, I'm ready. I promise.
All right.
Give me 5 good seconds though. Give me 5.
So you're not ready.
Facts. Like, that make any sense.
Oh, man. I'm ready.
All right, this on podcast, man. We in the building. This episode, I don't even fucking know.
We lost count.
We lost count. Zay Rich. Wanda, we love you.
You need to open it.
You didn't even say your name, bro.
I said, I don't say my name. I said,
So
how much?
what? I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
He's a guest, clearly. Tell me your name.
Listen, tell them your name.
They know my name.
What if they first time watch
It's
it?
in the thumbnail.
It's not. It's not.
Yo, it is.
It's
though.
not though.
We gonna start putting it
It's
there.
not. Go
Though.
look. Stop.
We gonna start putting it there though.
Josh ain't gonna do it.
After this episode.
Josh not gonna do that.
Come on now.
Josh didn't even do the little thing
Come
with
on,
that for
He
years.
did. No, he did. He
I get
did.
it.
That means you ain't watching.
It's
That means
still
you ain't
there?
watching.
It's still there?
It's still there. Yes, it
It's
is.
still there. That's my real thing.
Stop.
Yo, y'all funny.
That's wild.
Y'all funny as
Wait, so which episode? What topic is this one? The finals?
So you still ain't even.
Don't worry about it. We're good.
That's one.
I've been here, right?
That's
All right,
one.
man. We talking about the finals coming up, man. Golden State versus Boston.
The exhibition's coming up.
Hollywood ain't here, so this is probably gonna be a quick episode. Ain't nothing really to this
Is that
day.
his nickname?
I mean, I just said that because people don't know who that is.
Yeah.
He gonna know who it is.
They should know. We said it in a couple episodes.
Just text me if you watch it, bro.
He gonna text.
This topic, he gonna text
He
you.
gonna text
Shit,
you.
as soon as he see it, that's the way y'all was just arguing.
He ain't make no sense.
We're not doing this.
He
right
made
now.
some sense.
Mm.
I got what you was trying to say with the Mavs thing.
I didn't. Okay, you what you were
I
trying
think
to
you
say.
just
All right.
you tried to act like that Mavs team wasn't deep though. I don't know.
Full of.
Nice.
Bordentown was deep too.
Deep of what?
That's what I'm saying. How deep? How deep
That's
is
a
your
bad
love?
comparison.
What do you?
I never even had a Dirk. Like, what are we talking about?
Alright, so come on, dog. You said Dirk. Nigga, most
You just said
most countries don't have a Dirk. Bordentown was deep. My senior year.
They might have been.
Alright, you got a player averaging 18. I don't know.
They might have been deeper like names that we knew, but at that time those players wasn't.
Asia was washed. He still could
Shoot,
shoot
bro.
though.
He played.
He was-
I think it was like one series.
Him
he
and
did alright.
Novak was balling. Novak got the contract, went to New York, ain't do shit.
I mean, you gotta remember Jason Terry was cooking all playoffs too.
He was. So was Stevenson. But they was all 10-year vets.
But if you got two players averaging, you got Dirk averaging 25 plus.
Dirk was.
Jason Terry.
Don't even mention Dirk. Dirk had single-handedly
Jason
the
Terry was
greatest run.
averaging 18 plus.
Facts.
But then if you got 4 to 5 other players averaging 8 and up,
So who? So hear me out.
that's
So hear me out.
that's a
So
deep
is that
roster.
so? Hear me out. Hear me out.
Well, you got Miami, who was probably 3 players averaging 20. The next person was averaging 6. Go ahead.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is, what you always say, what you always give Carlisle credit for, being a great what? Offensive coach. So
year was
he
that?
had 2010,
2011.
2010, 2011.
Here, Broncho.
Yeah. But like that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of like you know who they went through.
That was
Yeah.
crazy. It was so crazy.
It's not the same, bro.
It's so crazy.
It's not the same. I get what y'all trying to say.
That's what I said.
He said it's up there. But you
I get what you're
can't.
trying to
Ain't
say.
nothing up there
So
with that.
so they went. Who Boston played this year? They went through KD and Kyrie.
Unhealthy.
KD and
Brooklyn was
Kyrie.
unhealthy though.
KD and Kyrie both on the floor.
But Brooklyn was unhealthy.
I don't care.
Brooklyn was
I'll
unhealthy.
give him the Nets. I'll give him the Nets.
Brooklyn was unhealthy. The Bucks, to his own admission,
Yeah, they wasn't beating them without Liverpool.
I would have still had them. I would have still had Boston. But,
and then they played Miami every other game.
They played Giannis.
Every other game, they had a player hurt.
Yeah, Miami had a lot of injuries too.
So who did they? Now you want to go to Dallas? They had a healthy Portland team.
crazy.
They had a healthy.
That was Brandon Roy in them, right?
That was Brandon Roy, Aldridge, Camby, and Miller.
Oh,
In between.
In between. Oh my God! That healthy Portland team. Hold on, what's Dame?
I know you're not talking about.
Nah, Dame wasn't there, bro.
You say Andre Miller?
Bro, stop. Yo, I know you hate him, bro, but he was 10 and 10.
I'm mentioning him.
All right, whatever. Well, we just named. If you take him away, either way, that's who they
Yeah, and
played.
then another one, Batum.
All of that LA team. You know who was on that team. You want to go through the names, or you? I know you know the names. You want to
Go for the
I
fans.
know they got swept. That's what I know.
I know that. Exactly.
We can skip that team. We go to OKC.
Okay, OKC. Well, they took them to 6, right? Was it?
What's it
I
say?
think it was either 5 or 6.
It wasn't. It wasn't really
It
a
might have been 6.
matchup
It might
for
have
real.
been 6.
He had Serge Ibaka.
It went 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm about to say it might have been 6.
KD couldn't guard him. Serge couldn't guard him.
It was fucking dirt. Nobody was guarding dirt.
Nobody could guard Dirk that playoff.
And then
wild.
the Miami series, you want to go. What was that, game 1 where he scored like 20 in the fourth?
They played one superstar in that series.
Who?
Dwayne Wade.
Who did?
Dirk.
Dirk played one superstar?
Yes.
He's saying Brian didn't show up that series, basically.
No, who the fuck that was? That wasn't LeBron James.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you meant in that. I thought you meant in that playoff run on that series.
Who the fuck
Okay.
that was?
My gosh.
40 fucking minutes. He
Oh,
was no
gosh.
superstar.
No. I said star, but either way, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what you're comparing that matchup to that. That's what I'm saying. It's not really the
I
same.
got what he tried to say.
Yeah, but he was.
Based on names, like, oh, you talking about he played KD, Kyrie, Giannis, and then you want to get Jimmy Butler.
That's
You want to
not
say
the
Bam.
same. It's not the
They're
same.
not on the level, but I get what he's saying. Like, as far as playoff
You just
runs,
said Jimmy Butler and Bam in the same sentence as Giannis, KD, and Kyrie.
I get this.
That's not the same.
I'm saying
It's not the same as. No, I get what you're saying, but that's not the same as going through that OKC team. Kobe.
But that.
I'm not saying
playoff
it's the
Jimmy
same.
been crazy though.
I'm
So
saying
it's
we're
not the same.
But that's the
Jimmy.
problem. We're
I
talking about
respect Jimmy.
NBA legends. I'm talking about the stars now in this league. There's not a team in this playoffs that went through more stars than Boston this year. There's not. So I get why he said it. We're not gonna act like Golden State played a bunch of
So
stars.
he's just gonna move the goalposts every year for each
We're not
team.
moving no goalposts, but it ain't no LeBron Jameses and Dwayne Wade's and Kevin Durant's and
Russell
OKC and
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. And like, you ain't playing Kobe Bryant, you not. Who are them now? Nobody.
That's the point.
I'm saying
don't
in
get
this league now, I see why he was sick.
There's
These
no
are
equivalent to
stars.
them though.
Who said they were equivalent? We're talking about
No, I get what
we're
you're
talking about
saying.
the level of
I get what
competition in the
you're
league
saying.
right
Yeah, yeah,
now.
but it's-
At that time, they were elite players.
Alright,
They played
I get what you're
elite
saying.
talent at right
But you
now.
will admit there's levels.
Yeah, there's definitely levels.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Because what y'all were saying was wilding. That was like it's
Oh my
up.
God,
When I said it was up there, I'm like, I get
No,
what
he
he's
said it
saying.
was up there. I said I understand what he's saying. I didn't say it was up there.
He said that's why when he said I was wilding. I'm like I ain't.
Well,
I didn't feel like what I'm saying is I didn't feel like Joe was wilding when he said it. Because of who they played in this playoffs, what they had to go through to get where they at now.
I get it.
That's why I didn't feel like he was wilding.
He went through
Now, if you want to go nitpicking about the talent wise, I'm like, you talking about Bron, Wade, Kobe, Kevin Durant,
Russell Westbrook, James Harden.
You talking about these
That's when
arguably
he locked him
top?
as a defensive
These
player
are
of the
arguably
year.
like a lot of them are arguably top 30 players in NBA history. Like if you compare the talent like that, of course you're gonna be like, hell no.
I saw it.
That's
how I saw it.
But then we sidebarred about it. You know, Joe hate Golden State, so like
Well, we all know that.
That's
he
completely
won't admit
different.
it, but we all know that.
He don't. Apparently, he don't hate him.
You're lying.
he's
Now y'all see what I be saying. Y'all be saying where y'all be at in the fucking group chat.
You also hate Boston, so that.
But
That's what made both of y'all like.
I start with I hate Boston though. I start with that.
But he love Tatum.
Oh man, listen, bro. Everybody hate that one bitch. Everybody love that one bitch that they hate, right?
Tatum love Kobe.
What you mean? Shock hated the Lakers, but he loved Rondo.
I did not like Rondo. He played for LA.
Shock hated the Lakers, but he
Saying,
really.
that nigga was
I
cooking.
did not. No. He was rock on.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro.
Shock hated the
I haven't
Lakers,
been a
but
fan of Anthony Davis in 5 years.
Shock
Well,
hated the Lakers.
what has he
but
been doing in 5 years, though? Let's keep it honest.
Well, he was hurt and he went to LA. That's what he did.
Exactly.
No, he won. In the bubble, he did win. He did win.
In the bubble, he did.
Shitty ever since.
Hey man, listen, that's all you need is one, right?
That is true, too.
Man, listen, his name not on that list. Superstars never won. He ain't on that list.
You right.
It's true, too.
All right, Golden State, Boston.
Chris Paul.
What? 5, 6, 7.
Yo, that's a mean straight.
I ain't mad at it.
I put it like this. I just hope it's a good series.
I got Golden State.
I just hope it's a good series.
I got Golden State.
It's 7.
Golden State is 6.
Definitely go to City.
6.
5,
6.
Six.
I think they're gonna lose in 6.
I think we're gonna get
I think Tatum's good enough to get a game.
no, of course not. Of course.
I just don't know if. Put it like this. What Joe said earlier, or yesterday, they're going to throw bodies at Steph so Steph can't beat them.
But they have.
We know, bro.
Okay.
That's why I said it's going to.
Elaborate.
What? They're going to throw bodies at Steph, but it's
They're
going to be.
throw
it's gonna-
bodies at Steph, so you're gonna have Clay. They're gonna
If Steph's
have-
on, Steph's on.
Played good 2 games.
If Steph's on, Steph's on. There's no guarding him.
Poole hasn't been great since the playoffs, so that's just the first round. Why are we acting like the Warriors been playing great basketball? I'm really that's why I'm like 6. I'm really confused.
At
Like,
what?
we're acting like the Warriors been playing great basketball.
In Boston,
I'm
is.
about to say we're acting like Boston wasn't getting
I didn't
blown out
say
every.
was.
Exactly.
I said
That's my point too.
Boston last 5 possessions in
Both
Boston
teams, but
against Miami.
they also was playing against. Well, first of all, Golden State didn't play against a defense as good as Miami in this entire playoffs.
How good was Miami on defense? Everybody was out. They had a key player.
First of all, their key players that was out was scorers, which is why they couldn't score the ball. Defense wasn't their problem.
Same difference.
Tyler Hero don't play no goddamn defense. He just get a bucket.
Yeah, but Kyle Lowry was up game 1.
One game.
Jimmy missed 1 game. It's
Did
coming.
Boston win that game? Game 1? But it might be one
No,
game.
Miami won that
Yeah,
game.
it was blowout.
Yeah.
So series. But
So
Yeah.
you're arguing for a player who didn't play a game and his team won in a blowout. What the fuck is your argument?
No, you said that
They're a
they
great
lost.
defensive team.
Yeah.
And I said Golden State
As a
hasn't
team.
played. They still a great defensive team with players they got on the court.
I hear
I
you.
mean, I don't think it matters how
Dallas
good defensive-
isn't-
The anchors of their team is Jimmy Butler and Bam.
Yeah.
Who were there.
Well, Jimmy missed the game.
They lost that game, right?
Yes.
Nah, they won that
They won
game.
that game?
No,
Did they?
they did
That's
that.
the game Bam went off.
Oh, they did win that game.
So Robert Williams wasn't playing there.
Nah, I think he
That's
did.
the only
Bam
time.
just went crazy.
Nah, I think the only time Bam went off was when Robert was in there.
I think Rob only missed one. It had to be that 1 game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he only missed 1 game this year. Miami had a key player out every game this year. Literally. So it's like, but I get what you're trying to say, whereas Golden State's not playing. But I think they didn't have to play great. They didn't have to. Granted, you can say it's a level of competition, yeah, but
That's just go back to my point.
that doesn't. But we've seen them. But we've seen them turn up when they needed
We
to.
have. Yeah, we have. We have.
So I'm lost as to what you.
To be honest, I think
I feel like when we talking about when you just watching the games individually based on the team, individually, not who they playing against, I don't feel like Golden State been that consistent.
I think it's different though. We looking at Golden State because we know what they're capable of. Boston is just like this their first time here, so like
We know what they're capable of. My reality is this is the team that Golden State is now. This is not that 61 team that was years ago.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
This Golden State team is gonna be different than what they are next year.
We talking about now. Though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not even relevant to
now.
now.
Is like, I thought you meant like now.
No, I'm saying
forward.
we're saying
this year, like right now.
We're saying like we're going basing it off of like, oh, we know what we saw this Golden State team do before when they was younger. That was 4 years ago.
No, I know what they did earlier in the season.
What, start the season?
Yeah,
That was how many months ago?
don't mind. It's the same. It's now.
Ain't looked like that since.
They ain't have to.
we arguing nothing. All 3 of us got Golden State.
Yeah, that's the funny
They
shit.
have
All 4 of us.
Off the
Yeah, all 4 of us got Golden State.
It's just different. You got it in 6.
No, I got Golden
six.
State.
You got
I think
7.
I got it in the 7
You got
off
the 7.
experience,
You got
but I
the
wouldn't be surprised if Boston won the series. Honestly.
I'm not saying I'll be surprised, but
Honestly, because
Only reason why I would be
with that,
surprised because that would be
with them having the best defense.
that would be a Herculean
And
effort
in
by
reality-
Tatum.
I don't think so.
It's gonna have to be. You
No,
trust?
it ain't. No, it ain't.
How?
Fucking low key, Brown been more consistent than him.
All right, so you go. All right. Let's go
The issue
matchups.
is-
Let's go matchups. Steph's taking smart.
It's cool.
Who you
Steph's gonna
got?
have some bad shooting games. It's cool.
Clay versus Tatum, right?
Yo, what do you mean Clay versus Jalen?
Whoever you put it on.
I'm
I'm putting no. Only reason why I take
I
that.
think Jalen will hit him over Clay either way.
No, okay. Then take Tatum. The Wiggins and Brown matchup is going to be the matchup. They the ones that you can take Jalen, but then Jalen also has to guard him too. And if Wiggins is on, then that's going to be the matchup. So who wins out of them? Who's the most consistent out of them two? Probably is going to even out the series.
Jalen's going to get way more opportunities. Wiggins is going to have some good games. He's not going to be able to equal the production that Jalen gets because he's not going to get the shots that Jalen gets.
But Jalen don't even get the shots that Jalen gets sometimes.
That's mine.
The last 5 possessions of Miami in game 7, Tatum or Brown didn't shoot the ball. It was all Marcus Smart.
Because he was hot.
How? If he missed all 5 times.
Before that, though, he was cooking.
But if he missed the next 5.
But you got if they thought he was the hot hand,
And that's what experience goes to. If you hot or not,
that's why I go
and that's why I said it, and that's why I say it's not going to be the same. It's not this because Brown is going to be too inconsistent in this finals.
When the game really got to slow down, right? And you know in the fourth quarter, it start getting close. And it got to become a one-on-one game. I think that's advantage Boston.
It is advantage Boston, but they settle a lot too. So who is the advantage?
That's the lead now.
Yeah, but when Golden State needs a shot, they get their shot. Rather than it's one-on-one ball. There's no real offense in Boston. Let's get real. It's either 3 ball or it's one-on-one ball. You want to explain or no?
It's only one-on-one.
They move to get out the way for them to. I'm just saying they've been shooting more threes. They've been shooting more threes than any team in the league in this playoffs.
I mean, I know.
That's what I'm saying. And then when they're on, they on.
It becomes way more one-on-one in the playoffs anyway. It's just Golden State hasn't had to because they haven't played a team. It's required them to. They haven't played a team that's that good on defense. We know I just said
disrespecting Dallas, bro. Dallas was the top 4 team.
Boston though.
You're right.
That's all. They're not Boston.
I mean,
We could argue they played. Golden State played the best player in the playoffs. In this playoffs, they played them already. They played Luka.
Sure.
They played Luka.
Yeah, that's what y'all saying.
in the
In the
playoffs,
playoffs this year, he was better than Giannis. Yes.
Okay.
I respect that.
In the playoffs this year, yes.
Bro.
Go back this up.
What?
In the goalpost, they try to move.
Oh, okay.
How I'm moving the goalposts? How I'm moving the goal? Explain. Listen. I want to listen to this. Explain.
Go ahead, bro.
Explain. How I'm moving the goalposts though?
Let's play in the playoffs. Right, good.
How am I moving the goalposts? I'm lost. Then say that. How about I'm lost?
Because now all of a sudden, Luka, the best player in the playoffs. Boston.
No, based off his output.
yes.
That's what I'm. No, not on paper. No.
They had no choice.
Well,
That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
Barely won one game.
Oh no! I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, we're not saying like before the
hell
playoffs.
no,
like,
nigga,
we're saying
no.
during the
I'm just saying during the playoffs, his level of output,
Yes.
it's been Luka. It
Whether
hasn't
that
been
was by
close.
choice or not.
But that was. He had to go off against Phoenix.
I had to.
He had to go off. He had to go off.
Had to.
Well, he did his best against Golden State. That was
He was
one
still
man.
sad.
It's going to be sad.
They just had
I'm
to.
not mad if it goes 7. I'm not mad. I just know Steph got to get his MVP, and I know that's on the back of his mind.
Steph ain't getting the
You
MVP.
know he's there.
You say he not?
He probably not.
Steph is getting it.
Who else gonna get it?
I'm just fucking with y'all, man. Who you think?
I think Steph is spazzing.
You gonna say Wiggins?
That's-
Why? You gonna say Wiggins?
Yo, it's Wiggins or Poole for me, bro.
God.
MVP?
I ain't gonna lie, it's been like 2 series.
We've never,
Since Poole had a great game.
MVP?
Wow.
What stranger shit have we not seen?
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
Kawhi won it against Bron when Bron averaged 35, and Iggy got it when LeBron averaged 28, 9, and 9.
Kawhi was playing well on offense.
That's when Kawhi couldn't really shoot back then.
Yeah.
But he was
still.
I'll give you the Iggy one.
I get it. Kawhi was obviously the Spurs best player.
No, he was the best player, but he wasn't their go-to player. They still had.
But that's why I think there's no way they give it to anybody but Steph. There's no way the voters don't remember that. They gave
They had no choice.
Iguodala a MVP. Which in reality, if you was gonna give it to Iggy, that's literally saying, all right,
Give it to Brown.
Steve Kerr. No, Steve Kerr.
Oh,
Because that adjustment was why it worked.
That's true. So who do you think got the coaching matchup with us? They both under Pop.
Spo's the better coach.
Spo's the best coach in the playoffs, yeah, but Spo's I'm talking about the finals.
Finals. It's Kerr. Yeah, Kerr.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be. I mean, and like I said,
I just don't
it's
see
gonna
Brown
be-
being as consistent as you think he is.
I don't think any of them are consistent, but he's been more consistent than Tatum was the last series.
Yeah, because
Tatum
Tatum
very
carried
up and
the
down.
the first two.
Yeah, then the next 5, we didn't know which Tatum he was gonna get.
So Boston who's
He's
MVP?
Brown was steady all
Does
the
Boston win?
Yeah, Boston who's
It's gotta be
MVP?
Tatum.
What's gonna be Tatum?
It's not gonna be.
Unless-
it's
unless
not gonna be
Jaylen Brown-
nobody else but Tatum.
Unless Jaylen Brown just be wilding, but it's gonna be Tatum.
It ain't gonna be nobody else but. Even if it's
It's
close,
crazy. This series
Even if it's
a lot
close?
closer than people think. Like we going off experience. Yo, Boston will really fight in this series.
they
dog.
gonna fight.
It's gonna be close, dog.
Old boy
I
fought
would
on
not
Saturday too. He fought for a good minute, for a good 6 rounds. Till Steph really start being Steph, then it's like fuck. Like I really watch him take grown men energy out the game. Like it's like fuck.
And it's like, bruh, it's also times where Steph shoot
You right.
He can't hit.
7,
Yeah.
and it's like, and it's not like.
You think
And
you
finals
stop,
too.
but that's the point. You think you
That's
stop.
what I'm saying. It's plenty times.
How many
in finals
times-
Games like.
What was that? Game 1 or game 2? Where Luka was laughing at him at the half, and they was down like 14.
I think it was 2.
Was that game 2?
I think it was 2.
I said, oh yeah. I said Warriors winning this game. Because when Steph feel like you really like you think you got one up on him,
What they did was abuse Luka on defense.
yeah.
Abuse the fuck out of him. You cannot do that to Boston.
Why can't you? Abuse Tatum. Abuse Tatum. Abuse Tatum. Just let Brown win. Let Brown win.
It's still bad. Brown's still going off.
You still let
player?
Brown win. Let Brown win the game.
How are you gonna abuse Tatum?
What do you mean? Like what,
you're gonna
defensively
target him
or-
defensively? You're gonna target somebody going at Tatum.
Defensively?
Yeah. that's what I'm
Who's he guarding?
talking
You gonna
about.
run
Switch
around
everything.
and I'm saying he gonna go. I'm
It's
saying
switch everything.
who do you want him
It
on?
don't matter.
It's gonna be a tough matchup.
They're gonna switch everything. They're the Golden State.
They are a switching team, but this is gonna
That's
be
what
a
I'm
tough
saying.
matchup.
And that's tough for a team who likes to run a lot of motion.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
Not really. Listen, what they gonna pack? What they gonna pack a zone? No, I
If they
understand what
play
defense
man,
is
the screen is what's getting somebody open because the man is chasing. If I'm just switching it when the ball comes, that don't. Or you're not
No,
getting an easy
no,
open
you-
look.
you know
If
what
you're
I mean?
switching everything. Like
You say that. You know how many times we've watched basketball and that shit didn't happen?
It's gonna happen with Boston. That's what I'm saying.
Got a lot of faith in Boston, bro.
Like, they really tough on defense.
They are, but they're not. But we've seen tough teams on defense get exposed.
That's what I'm confused about. I'm like, I think Boston is good on defense, but like we making it seem like
They're the
Boston
greatest
is
defensive
like-
team we ever seen.
Boston.
They go, no, they are great, but like,
No, I ain't gonna lie.
you-
It's more so about Golden State than it is Boston for me.
alright, that's
I
fine.
don't think Golden State is that team we saw years ago.
That's fine.
I think they're a very good team. I don't think they're elite.
But the team before KD or after KD?
Before KD.
Even, yeah, they,
Talking about that. I don't think they're even that. I don't think they're even that.
I think they've tapped
And that
into
team
it.
before
They tapped
KD.
into it.
But that
They
team
tapped
before
into it.
KD. No.
They tapped into it this year. They tapped into it this year. When they
When
needed,
the season
they
started.
haven't
When the
needed.
season
They haven't
started.
needed to do
When the
anything.
season started. But that's those teams then had that all year. It wasn't no when they needed it. They had it all year.
Yeah, to the
Oh,
playoffs,
yeah.
and then got
They were in the finals.
yeah, but they got close to losing. There was a Chris Paul hamstring away from losing. They lost to Bron.
That was when KD was there.
Huh?
nah, that was before.
Was it hamstring?
Before.
Yeah, right before, literally.
Yeah, because that was the year they lost.
To Ron?
Yeah. We not and Golden State was I want to say there was a top, well the top half in the league and on defense, but we all know This year?
The back
That
them
day
years.
year.
Oh, them years, yeah. But they was locked the fuck in.
Top 3.
They was locked in.
That's something people ain't talking about.
But we know, what do we all know about vets? They coast, and then when they need to lock in, they lock in. That's what I'm saying. I think they still have that in them. We just haven't seen it because they haven't had to show it. They played against a team that had one start each round. Why are they gonna overexert themselves in that series?
I just
Tell you
don't
something
see.
though, Josh.
That's the thing.
Draymond gonna have one game.
One game.
Just one.
One game.
Don't let Game 7 Draymond show up.
Just
He
one.
might
He
be
gonna have
MVP depending on what his numbers look like.
He gonna have
Because if it
one.
even out right,
You gonna have one.
That's the only thing. I just don't feel like Golden State is that team it was. Ultimately, it's still a good team. I still want to win it.
honestly, bro, remember how you said? Remember what you always told me?
Because I think
LeBron was better in Cleveland than he was in Miami because he learned how to win. I think that's Golden State now. I think they just know how to win now.
That's fine.
But that makes them more dangerous because it's not like they lost this step. They just been hurt. At the time, yeah, but still, but like it's
like, and I don't think
it's not like they've
see,
been.
my problem with what you're saying is like I don't think they're a team that we saying that's built to coast. Because hell, I had injuries this year. They had to build the chemistry back. You got Clay coming back trying to get his legs under him. I think Steph missed some time.
But that's why they had. That's why they had to go out as hot as they did. They needed that leeway to buy time for Clay.
Yeah.
But once Clay got back, you can tell everybody.
He's still not back.
And that's the scary part.
But that's what we're talking about right now.
But we don't.
Say, like, I'm saying he's still not back. I don't think 1 week.
Switch.
I don't think he can't even been hit it. I don't think 1 week is going to change Clay not being back. But I already had said Clay's not going to be Clay until next year.
Maybe, but that's even scarier because Wiseman comes back next year.
But Clay gonna get him one.
He won't have
He gonna get him one.
Clay.
Steph gonna get him one.
Historically, Clay don't get him one historically, but historically also his numbers top of the playoffs.
Like I said, Steph gonna have one bad game. He gonna have 4 solid games. He gonna have one bad one. Draymond gonna be missing consistency.
If you talking about 7 games, Steph is bound to have one bad game.
One bad game. He due for one. He gonna have 4 crazy ones where he
probably 2 crazy.
10 for 12, and then like some
2 crazy.
But I think
2 good ones.
I thought. See, y'all fucked me up yesterday because I thought the series was gonna be Boston first. Because I said if they get one game in Boston, that series may not see 5, may not see 6. Because they was taking one in Boston early.
Do you think Boston steals one? Because I don't.
They have to.
They got to.
I think they have to.
They can't go down 2-0.
They have to.
They can't go. No, that's why they have to.
They have. They better take game 1.
They is. That's the end of the day.
Nah, they ain't taking game 1.
It's gonna be game 2.
Game 1. That arena is going to.
Oh no, that arena gonna be crazy.
Rock.
It's not the Oracle of old, but
It's still gonna be rocking.
Yeah, they get busy in that
It's
arena.
gonna be.
Not Steph.
It's gonna be.
The fact that everybody doubted
them.
them.
Can go down.
Oh, 2. No, there's no way. There's no way because it may not go 5. It may not go 5. It may not go 5 because that game 3 gonna be that.
Because
Ball gonna be heavy as shit.
They can't go down 0-2 is because Golden State is gonna understand how big the moment is.
They're great
Because they're vets. They're gonna be like, nah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
They understand game 3s and game 5s. They understand how important those games are.
Yep.
All right, now I got a question. Steph wins. Where do you guys Steph all time?
Point guard?
All time, just on the
I might
list.
say point guard. He moves up to 2.
I was about to say that too.
Point guard. If he wins MVP, he moves up to 2. I still think Isaiah got him right now, but I have a soft spot for Zeke, but I have him right now. I think he better than Stockton.
I think you're right.
It's not Zeke for me. It's just because I would love to see. Y'all talk about players being in the league that having freedom. It's Zeke being in this league. Oh my God. But that's all another story. That's just yeah. What? A little. They held him back a lot, and they still won. But he'll probably all time
He'll probably be
top 15.
What you talking about all time?
Either way.
Top 15. But I told y'all he's gonna go down as
He's going. For me, he probably top 15.
top 15. He's gonna go down as the most influential basketball player
He's
to a
gonna crack a
generation.
lot of people's top 10.
Yeah, facts.
He's gonna be the most influential
And I'm not
player
even-
of a generation, hands down.
Oh,
It's not even gonna be
I think
close.
he's that
It's
already.
not even going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even gonna be close.
Yeah, basketball career.
It's not even gonna be close. When he's done the basketball,
He
it's
changed
hilarious.
the game of basketball.
Facts.
When he's done that and Ball is Life, it's changed basketball.
That too. Yeah. No, that's facts.
It's him and Ball is Life. But yeah, him hands down to a generation. It's probably him. Then you can say Jordan and AI tie. You can say. So I guess you could say Jordan ushered
But it's
in the
different.
overseas era, but
It's different.
AI ushered
It's
in this
different.
new
See,
league.
all that
Like, it's
stuff-
like it's.
All of it's different because I always feel like with Jordan,
You can't do
there's no you can't eclipse Jordan. Like what Jordan did for the NBA and basketball, you just can't eclipse that. Now you talking about how the game is played.
I see what you're saying, but I have Larry Bird and Magic above Jordan for that.
They say they saved the NBA, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Jordan took the NBA
Yeah.
and made the business.
Gotta
He was the first
take
one
it.
with his own shoe.
Gotta take it from some. He wasn't. Magic had a Converse.
He had a Converse. He was the first one with his own
Oh,
brand shoe.
brand,
Logo.
And Jordan just don't like. He's still here. Like he's not going to.
Like we all know that Dr. J had a Converse.
But not.
But not their own brand like Jordan. Then
Matt, only reason why I say
took the
because
game internationally.
they was at a time like no sports was really on TV. Like they had prime time
Yeah,
television.
and it was a game where they feel like people be fighting all the time. Yeah, they say they made in the 80s, but we talking about taking it to that next. Like, bro.
Yeah, they took it.
The reason why these players make the money they make now.
Yeah, he just.
But the league paid Jordan though. The league
Of course,
paid
because they
Jordan.
knew. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be the face of it.
Yeah.
So the reason why these players make the money they make now is because Michael Jordan
Yeah,
starts
sure.
with Jordan. That's why I don't think you can ever eclipse him in that. Or Iverson, I feel like is a different influential where it's like
That's what I'm saying. Just
how
influence
people wore,
what
what they
on a-
wore.
on a coach, like
Yeah,
on a generation.
yeah.
On a generation.
When you talk about influence on the actual game, yeah, I don't even think it's a player. Yeah, it's Steph Curry is bro. Bro, like
Hands
it's-
down.
Like
Nah,
literally,
it's
like literally,
hands
like,
down.
if I remember I saw this picture not too long ago where it was showing the spacing of like the 2000 Lakers and then the spacing of the 2020 teams now, bro, it's so crazy how like packed in the paint they used to use the game used to be, and Steph just made it
Wow.
impossible to guard.
Mm-hmm.
Literally extended 3-point.
That shit is
That's-
exciting as hell.
And when
Steph shoot,
on,
turn around, I'll be wilding.
The
He
crazy part
on,
about it
he
is when it's exciting when him and Dame do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Man, Dame, please. They've been saying that you not him, and just please get back healthy, please, because I've been seeing some shit that I ain't gonna repeat it because it's gonna upset my stomach, but
Who said they not?
it's been a couple people.
Because he been hurt. So
I know that. There's been a couple people I know that said Tatum after the first round was better than Dame, and he witnessed it. Yeah. There was more. Yeah, you know exactly what post I'm talking about. Exactly.
I forgot about that.
Exactly. He said
He biased though.
he said, wait, what? He said, we not gonna do. He said, we not gonna do that. We not gonna. I mean, it's bad enough. Kenny said Dame was a better shooter than Steph, but that's a whole other argument too. Like, it's,
Why do people argue that still?
I gotta stop.
I think he said deep shooter.
No, he was still wrong in that. The next year.
I'm like, that needs to just be an argument. It's just cut and dry.
By the numbers, Dave is a better deep shooter, but it's, I don't even think you should even compare.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's close.
But Dame just get back
Like
healthy.
everything is
bro.
about stats and
Yeah,
percentage wise.
Just get back healthy
numbers,
at least.
percentages. And
You think Boston talk shit this series like they did the last two?
Marcus Smart, bro.
I think they would.
But that's just him.
You going against him though? I wouldn't talk against him.
Marcus. But
I
that's,
know Marcus is retarded.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I think
saying.
they would.
Marcus punched the fan.
I think,
Yeah,
I
know.
think 2 years ago they wouldn't. I think now they would.
I'm saying you think it's smart.
I don't think they give a fuck. I don't think it matters. I also think it matters.
For who? I think Steph plays better when the opponent thinks that they got one up on him. We've seen that too many times.
I don't think Boston definitely gonna show them respect. They don't think they got one up on them, but I also think Boston gonna play their game.
No, I have no doubt. They had no choice but to play their game. If they play Golden State game, it's not going to be
that's
fun
the
for
problem.
them.
Most people play Golden State.
They try to outshoot Golden State.
And you can't outshoot Golden State.
And even
Or that. Either that.
you know Draymond gonna be talking filthy because that's just too.
Yeah.
And Clay talk filthy too.
No,
He
it
just
be Poole that be talking, bro. It be Poole.
Hilarious.
It be Poole. It be Poole every time. It be Poole. Everybody else be chilling. Poole be.
That series was about to be crazy.
TD guard, whatever that shit is, gonna get crazy. If they gonna need him.
22nd NBA Finals.
It's crazy.
Must be nice.
As long as they lose, I'm good.
oh shit, I didn't realize Golden State run was as close to like 6 and 8 years. I was like, God damn.
Oh no, it's about to be.
Oh, I know. It's a whole new.
A whole new regime.
I told you, if Wiseman is just average, it's
I don't even know if this is
Yeah, they
serious.
probably got
If
honestly.
Wiseman plays, I don't even know if this is serious.
They probably got realistically
Golden
at
State.
this level.
I say 4 to 5.
2, 3. I mean, you're predicting Steph Curry being a superstar for 4 or 5 years.
He's only 33, man.
I think 34.
I was gonna say.
But
Jason
he's shooting.
Kidd was 40 cooking
niggas,
things, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Average of 10.
he not gonna average 10.
You're not gonna be
But
average
I also
25.
think in between is gonna be Jordan Poole, Kuminga, and Moody's team, and then they're just gonna be the old vets on the team. Personally,
See, that's what I'm saying. When that happened, I don't think they match the same. It's not.
It depends. See,
But it's all to me. It's all on Poole though.
I think it's all on Wiseman.
see, I'm thinking it's on Kuminga and Moody. If they who I think they going to be,
Yeah.
If they was who they were in high school and college,
They already, Golden State already got Clay replacement.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they got everybody's replacement.
They don't have a replacement for Steph.
It's Poole. It's just a different version.
I think Poole is Clay's replacement too.
I think Moody is Clay's replacement.
Y'all bigger on Moody. Y'all bigger on Moody.
Nigga, you told me about Moody. What are you talking?
I don't think he gonna be that.
Yeah, but Clay wasn't that coming out of Washington anyway. Washington State anyway. He grew into that. He was just 6'8" that could shoot.
Yeah, he had to get a better system. Mark Jackson was
What better system?
That's what I'm saying. Mark Jackson was using these niggas like.
What better system to usher him in?
That is true too.
What better system to what you gonna see in practice every
Moody,
time?
Clay though, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Moody's a better scorer. Clay's a better shooter.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Kuminga's a better
Clay
is a better
ain't
scoring Draymond to
He
me.
ain't got no bag at all.
And then Wiggins
Not hard.
is Wiggins. Wiggins is the replacement for Iggy if you want to get
Kuminga's
technical.
athletic as hell.
It's just Wiseman is something that they never had.
Yeah,
Because they have a 7'1" player who could actually shoot and get his own shot. You want to guard it. You want to go one-on-one against Wiseman.
Get Wiseman.
You want to go one-on-one against Wiseman if
That's
you leave them
wild.
shooters?
That
Like,
front office is elite.
Oh, it's crazy.
mind you, and if they don't want Wiseman, granted, no harm, they can get more pieces for Wiseman because if he's what everybody think he can be, he's worth top value.
Just give him 2 years and go to state. Then he's gonna be, that's all he
He need to
needs.
get healthy.
No, that's what I'm saying. A healthy 2 years.
He just need, even if he don't even, he can be on one leg.
I think.
He's 7'1". That's something that
I
they.
think they got a good 2 years.
But that's 2 years with
With Steph.
just Steph and
Clay.
without the young boys going off, right?
As constructed right now.
I'm as constructed right now. I'm just literally thinking about how long Steph is.
Steph and Clay.
Because even though Young Boys is good, they don't have a player that's going to be Steph.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to drop them down to a good team, but not a finals contender. In my opinion. Now, one of them just if Poole grow exponentially again next year.
I
That's
think Poole, he's a different version of Steph. To me, he ain't Steph. I never say that.
Poole.
Yeah.
They get busy. I just
He
can't play
get
Steph.
busy. I did not see that in Michigan.
No, that's
Did not
facts.
see that in Michigan.
That's facts.
He get busy, bro. But I also think it's a system. It's a freelance system for real.
I ain't gonna lie. D League, G League, whatever they want to call it now, helped him because they made him Steph down there. It's like you were the Steph of this team now.
And I think that's what they're doing with the young boy. Like, I don't, maybe I'm just seeing it ahead of time, and that's why I'm saying it. But I also think Kuminga was the top 3 player in the draft class. He just went to a stacked team, so he couldn't really play. Kuminga go to any other team, he put up numbers. It's just he went to Golden State.
I think.
Which sucks for him because he's not really going to go out.
Y'all just have a higher projection than I do.
Yeah, I'm big on Kuminga.
Come on, Kuminga from Jersey, dog.
That might play some part
I
into
ain't
it.
about that. I'm always a realist. I just think it's hard to be a consistent contender.
Nah, it
You're talking
is.
about losing the players that's been carrying you there.
Are
It
they
ain't
losing?
easy to
Are
place.
they losing them?
Yeah, they not on superstar no more. If Steph not giving you 26, 27 a night.
Alright, but
Where's it coming from?
what if it's shaped differently? What if Poole is giving you the 26, 27 a night, and Steph is replacing Poole's numbers?
Bro, why isn't it getting 26, 27 a night and Poole just dropping? Like
Because he's the X. That's why I say he's the X factor. Because if Wiseman can get 15 and 12,
Who's the facilitator?
it'd still be Draymond. We see Morris Diaw. We see Morris Diaw do some
Morris
damage.
Diaw?
Or we just see him do some damage, slow as shit.
Dog, he was cooking.
That's
We didn't see him. We see Kyle Anderson do some damage, slow as shit.
Draymond is beneficial to you because of Steph. Because how far Steph stretches the defense. You take Steph out of that equation, he loses a lot of his value, which we saw when Steph was hurt that whole year. So it's like
I get what you're saying.
Draymond with Jordan Poole and them, it's like that's not the same when I can now guard you at the 3-point line. Whereas the Steph, we gotta come close to half court. And they double team, they trap you, and now Draymond's top of the 3 with a 4-on-3.
And this is why
And
I
he can
say
throw
it's a
the ball, throw to the
different.
corner.
This is why I say it's a different. Wiseman has to be the X factor. Because if Wiseman's on that court with Jordan Poole, and then you got Draymond as the X, you can either dump it down, or you want trap Poole running around, or then leave Wiseman
That
one on
don't-
one.
But even with that though, you don't get the same space.
You don't need the same space. You get the same bucket.
It depends.
I mean, 2s and 3s are not created equal, yeah. But if you're still scoring the
I'm
possession,
not always
then-
getting 2 threes though. But I'm just
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
That stretches the floor though. If I don't gotta worry about coming up higher, like
Yeah.
coming up 35 to 38 feet to guard Steph, then I know, all right, I can just guard Jordan Poole at 30 to 32. Now that shrinks the floor for the rest of the defense.
Yeah.
So when Draymond get the ball in his hand, now it's already somebody in his face, as opposed to him
He
getting
needs
off the
a power
trap
dribble.
at the top of the
Up
3.
Wiseman.
He getting on the trap. Now it's somebody already in his face. They are the rotation already came. It's tight.
Hey, dump it down
Rotation
then,
already
bro. Dump it down. Get it back,
It
man.
don't work like that. Like it's not gonna work.
Man,
Draymond, yo,
he come from the Izzo system, man. He gonna get it, man. He gonna get it.
Draymond literally, bro.
He gonna get it.
Warriors, Draymond literally get him on the top of the key with a 4-on-3. He can make any decision he wants.
Facts.
I can go get a layup.
And he's the
go,
big.
it could be-
And he's the
throw the
big
hoop.
in it. And he's the big in the
That's what I'm
system.
saying. So I can go get a layup, go throw the oop. They come down, throw it to like, bro. He got so many options. You take Steph and Clay out of that. You take Steph out of it. That's a whole different offense.
What I say about Patient in Dallas? That shit don't stop, bro. That shit don't
Yeah,
stop.
He don't stop. He's still only averaging 7 too.
It was an important 7.
He was.
According to you, he had a.
It's serious. It's serious.
Now Steve Novak was balling that series. That nigga cooked. It was him and JJ cooked us. Yeah.
JJ played. That was his best year ever, and then he was just there.
Ever. He got the deal.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Got his
I
bread.
ain't mad at him, bro. He went back to
Got my ring.
Spain.
I got
bro.
my money. Niggas.
I ain't mad at him. It was him. It was
Sean Marion.
that whole bitch, bro. And Steven.
Sean Stevenson.
He was talking filthy too.
That team was
They really told Bron like he asked, and then he scored 8 points.
Yo, that was so wild, bro.
Bro, that game plan against Brown was crazy.
It was.
But I don't know.
I just hope this is a good. I just hope this is a good series. I just hope this is a good series.
Yes,
I just hope- that's all I
blowout,
hope.
please.
I just hope this is a good
These
series.
all star ass.
But hear me. Does Boston come back?
next year?
I think they're one of the closest.
No.
I think they're one of the
I
closest.
think no. It depends.
I don't think they window closes, but I don't think they repeat though.
What did you say?
I said it depends.
On who? You must mean if Brooklyn break up.
If Kirkland break up, yes.
Alright,
That's why
yeah,
I'm saying it
just
depends.
That's not happening.
But I don't think that's happening either.
Mm.
Because Joe Harris come back and then I think
And
for some reason I got a weird feeling KD going to stay. And if KD stay, Kyrie kind of going to have to stay.
what do you want? But it ain't good.
What?
I have no choice. Brooklyn literally has no choice. Because if you let Kyrie walk, you guarantee Kevin Durant leaving.
Easily.
Like Kevin Durant's not gonna be happy with them letting Kyrie walk. So
Yeah.
yeah, took this money. Joe Harris gonna come back. Bitch boy gonna maybe find a play some basketball.
If he play basketball, Jesus Christ.
Seth Curry, I don't know. I think Seth Curry.
Nah, he's due for a contract.
Him and Drummond too, right?
Him and Drummond due for a
I don't
contract.
think they're resign. Well, they might resign John.
No, I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna
But
resign
they don't
Drummond.
have to. They don't have to do nothing.
That's what I still-
until-
But then I think the young boy, Claxton, I think he up
He's
first year,
trash
too.
to me.
But he gonna get a deal somewhere.
Nah, he gonna get a
someone
deal,
gonna pay him,
yeah.
but that's just.
Yeah, I mean, Gobert got $100 million.
Facts. Mm.
So he gonna get 70 at least. I don't know how, but that's just how the numbers work in the NBA. That's why I said Miles getting 150 ain't too far fetched.
What's the same? 100.
That'd be fun, man. Miles, bro, if you hearing this, bro, cause
They
NBA,
hire,
bro.
they hire a coach yet?
Nah, they extended Mitch Kupchak, bro.
Last I heard, they was looking at D'Antoni. That's what if D'Antoni get a hand on LaMelo.
That system, sheesh. 150 miles. 150 miles. 150.
No defense.
150. what Gil say? 1-4 flat, baby.
on that side of the floor.
1-4 flat, baby. We don't need nothing else. But no, you think Boston can get back to the finals after this year?
After this year, eventually. Not next year though.
I don't. Why you see their window closes? Like,
I don't see they too young.
You seem like-
I mean, the Bucks are young too.
but like,
Yo, Giannis is the same age as Brown, bro.
I know. That's why I said I don't see them get back.
well, you know, I'm a Giannis fan, so I gotta take myself.
We
No,
don't
no,
know.
I mean window is going back to the finals.
Next year, no.
No, like in general.
Yeah.
Oh, in general? Oh,
I had plenty
man.
of time.
No, I think they're gonna go
They got a
back.
good front office. They got two young stars who want to play together.
Yeah, facts.
Who do they beat?
Well, you know, it depends. We can't predict who gonna be on what roster 5 years from now.
That's facts too.
And I was one that would have had Boston with Middleton or not. I just thought.
That wasn't happening.
Yeah, I don't know about that,
What
man.
do you say?
The Boston was beating the Bucks with Middleton playing.
I think Boston still beat them. But I was also one of the few people that said Boston was playing the best basketball in the league going into the playoffs.
It was them in Dallas. We knew that. The numbers said that.
That's why I had Boston beating them. Y'all be super high on the Bucks.
You just don't like
Giannis took them to
Giannis.
6. Giannis took them to
Yeah,
6.
that's the wild part. Yeah,
Just one,
He didn't get
yeah, they
no-
won last year. Yeah. It was first. It was low key. Was supposed to go this year. Low key.
He was the only player ever to have, what was it, like 300 points, 50 assists, and like 100 rebounds in the series?
that size 72 that KD wear.
Yo, I'm just on. You let it go.
you can't change that.
Oh,
Like,
like,
Just saying.
what do you say? You can't read history? He said